Yes, there are some ways to know if she's the right one for you with some practical experiences. So let's get to the first one. So, number one is that she must align with your core values. Like both of you must have core values as the same your faith, your religion, and your family life. Like, what do you think about your faith, your religion, and your family? These are core values. There are some certain things in life you cannot do without. And it's important to take note of this. Like, when looking out for the right person, whether she's the right one, you have to first of all check your core values because you can't just know whether she's the right person by your emotions or maybe just because you feel strong for her. Emotions can be very active just because of the things you see and what you feel, or anything can actually make you to feel so strong for somebody. But when it comes to finding out whether she's the right one, the right person, of course, is someone who should be compatible with you, someone who will bless you, someone who you are with, and of course, you're going to arrive to where you're going. So, number one is that she must align with your core values. What are your core values? Basic core values of everyone is faith, life goals, and family. Of course, you shouldn't be with someone who doesn't understand your God factor. Of course, it's so important. I know some people don't care about this, and it is one of the issues people have when they get into a relationship. Like, your faith is important to have someone who agrees with your God so that you can easily fellowship and not have issues or have any reason to start fighting the person's perspective, because the God factor, aspect of human being is a strong, it drives a strong opinion, it drives a strong perspective. People want to do things that they are God approved. And sometimes if you don't have the same faith with the person or the same denomination with the person, you may be struggling and she may misunderstand what you are doing. So your faith must be the same. And secondly, is your life goals. You can't afford to be with someone who doesn't support your dreams or who doesn't at least buy into the vision of your dream. Like, the person mustn't necessarily jump into it to drive your vision the way you are driving it, but at least there should be an approval from her end that yes, and acceptance. Of course, someone who loves you should accept you and accept everything you're doing. Yes, that's just the way it is, especially when it has to do with visions, goals, and dreams, aspirations, or career. Of course, the person should be able to like it. So, the third core value here is family life. Like, you are planning very well to be with the right person so that you can build a family. So it is very important to know what she thinks about family, like the way she perceives family, children, finances, and what does she think about family? What are ways that she appreciates family, especially if she's from a different tribe or she's a different person altogether, maybe black and you are white, or you are white and she's black, or maybe you grew up in different environments. So you have to pay close attention to what her family perspective is. So the right person for you should, of course, come into agreement with your core values, which is faith, life goals, and family life. These are things you cannot do without. So she must pass this first step I just mentioned now. So let's jump into the next one, which is very important. So number two is emotional support. Like, she must be there for you emotionally. Like, this is so different from sexual feelings or sexual kind of emotions that you experience when you are with a woman. Like, there are so many things that are emotional. Like, life is all about emotions. Different experiences we have in life influences our emotions. So when I talk about emotional support here, I mean she being able to be in that place of getting your emotions together, because you have emotions towards your career, you have emotions towards the relationship you have with people, towards your daily experiences. You could come back and you don't feel all that good and you want to talk to somebody, or you can even be feeling all right and she's adding to your emotions of happiness, joy, and all that. So it's not only when everything is wrong that she comes in with emotional support. Emotional support means that she can help you balance your emotions, especially when you open up. Like, I know some guys really take this off the hook. Like, I was once in a relationship where the guy was like, he was expecting so much from me without, even opening up to, let me know what he wants or when he wants me to encourage him. He just believes that I should just be encouraging him in the morning, afternoon, and night. And it was crazy. And that was when I began to realize that he has not been in a relationship, a stable relationship for a long time, probably because of that. Because he, of course, told me about his experience with ladies and how his relationship never works. And of course, what I had with him also didn't work because he was overly demanding. Like he wants me to keep encouraging him in the morning, the night, and he feels that is emotional support. So it depends on your definition of emotional support. Emotional support is simply, the few times she happens to open up, like you open up to her and tell her the things that are going on in your life. Of course, a few times she responds and tries to get you to feel better, or she tries to advise you, because it mustn't necessarily be a negative emotion, but of course, the things that make you fulfilling, she comes in and chips in maybe her ideas, little ideas, decisions, or any words that can just make you feel better. Of course, those few times she gives it should be enough. Like anytime she offers it, it is complete. So it's not all about like she would have to be all over you. Remember, she has a life and she also has her emotions to take care of. So emotional support is that any chance you get to, connect with her concerning the things that matter to you, whether you called her into it or she discovered by herself. Of course, she's not going to smell her nose or her hands to know what is going on in your life except to tell her. But of course, there should be some times when she figures it out all by herself and she tries to, help the whole situation or just be there for you. After she gives it to you, you really feel the fact that someone is really, as in someone is in your life. You don't need to see a counselor because someone is there. You don't need to see some kind of simple therapist because she is there. So emotional support is a sign that she is the one. If she can actually support you emotionally and you feel very okay and fine, then that's a good sign that she's the one. But when she's so careless about your life, like she doesn't have time for you, she doesn't have time. Like you want to tell her what is going on and everything, or maybe she hardly cares, she hardly looks at you. It means that she could be busy with someone else or she's busy with something else. Or maybe she knows about everything, but she doesn't care about that. Then she's not the one. You just have to understand that. Number three is trust. Can you trust her? If you can trust her, then she's the one. Like, how much can you really trust her? Do you think she's going to be there for you and really represent you well when nobody's watching? Like, what do you think she's going to do at your back? Like, when nobody sees her? It's so important you get to know that. So, you need to know whether you can trust her with your life. You should ask yourself that question. Can I trust her with my life? Can I trust her? Can I really trust her? So if you can trust her, then she's the one, because relationship is first about trust, then commitment, while other things follows. So you should know whether you can actually trust this person or not. And if you can, then she's the one. So the fourth way to know if she's the right person is when she encourages your growth, like someone who loves you and someone who is going to partner with you. Relationship is about partnership. If she walks into your life, she should encourage your growth. Check from the period or the time she walked into your life, how much have you grown? Like if you are with someone who takes from you and keeps taking from you, of course, she's never the right one. She should add to you as well as you are adding back to her. So you should have a track record of your relationship with her, how far you've gone, and her contribution so far, whether directly or indirectly. So it's so important that she contributes to your growth. If she's not contributing to your growth, then she is not the right one. So next is if you experience peace and stability with her, like how do you feel whenever you are with her? Like, do you feel pressure to do this or do that for her whenever you're with her? Or do you feel relaxed inside of you, like you are totally peaceful and not afraid of anything, not afraid of what she's gonna say, or not afraid of uncertainty, or just being afraid of the unknown? So you should know how you feel when you're with her. You should be able to feel peaceful when you're with the right woman. Like you feeling relaxed, no matter how you have measured up or not, or no matter how much it doesn't matter what you're going through, but of course, you know very well that you are safe in her hands. So if you feel so safe with her and so peaceful with her, then she's the right one. When she respects you, now get this word respect. Respect doesn't mean that you are the one who is going to do everything while she keeps saying yes, yes, yes. Respect doesn't mean there's not going to be argument or misunderstanding or a different opinion from her, and that, no, that's not it. Respect here means that she doesn't criticize you. Like, watch if she criticizes you, like some girls or some women, when they are with someone they don't like, or they are feeling so insecure, they can be criticizing you. So watch if she criticizes you or belittles you. If there are signs of that, then she's not the right person. So the right person should be able to respect you and never have any signs of criticism, like making you feel less of yourself, especially when you know very well that you are not doing anything to contribute to that, and you know you are not really joking with her. So number seven is when the people you love don't approve of her. Like you have to be very careful when it comes to this. Like I see many people, like when they are in love and their family or their loved ones or loved friends, your friends who love you begins to tell you that they don't understand this partner of yours or this girl, like they're not comfortable with her. You have to really pay attention to what they are saying, because you are the only one blind in the relationship, because love is blind. So you could be possibly be blinded, and it's going to take the people that love you to see what you're not seeing. So pay attention to the people who love you. Like I don't mean one person, majority should carry the votes, because sometimes there could be people who are not just comfortable with the person you are in love with. So it should be that more people are saying the same thing about the person you are with. So check if the people who truly loves you, you know, the people who truly love you and care for you. And of course, when they begin to, have issues with this person that you are in love with, is a true sign that she's not the right one for you. But when they are, very optimistic about her, and they are comfortable with her, and they are just fine, maybe majority of them are fine with her, then it means that she's the right one for you. Because your friends who love you, of course, they know what suits you. They will know the things that it's going to make you feel good, better, and more blessed. So it's important that you listen to the people who love you, their opinion over the person you want to get along with. Okay, so finally, the one you cannot miss here is number eight, which is how does she handle conflict with you? Is there really a safe landing? It's important to know if you always have a safe landing. If you are the one that always have to put her to that place of smiling at the end of every argument, then it's a good sign that you could be dealing with what you cannot handle. Like after every argument, you put all the work to getting her back to smile or back to the relationship, or it's a good sign that you may not be able to handle it. So there should be a place where even after misunderstandings, arguments, and everything, there should be a place where there's a reconnection, understanding as you work together. So if she is always willing to at least listen, adjust, or even give you some room to make everything all right. Like there are some people that when they are done with arguments, you are going to be struggling all by yourself to get them back in the relationship. If you don't do that, it means that everybody just stays like that, or stays the way they are. Everybody stays angry and nothing moves except you do the moving. Then in that case, she's not the right person for you, and you better watch out very well before you finally conclude on that relationship. So these are the eight practical ways to know if she's the one for you. And if you can go through these things I listed and talked about here in this video, I believe that you're going to get them correctly. Don't miss any of it. You can go back again to get to recognize everything I said in this video. And if you have any question, you can drop it on the comment section. And if you want to connect with me privately, you have my email address. You can send me a message, and trust me, I'm going to reply you. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do that now. Click on the subscription bell to always get notification of my new videos each time I upload them. Thank you for watching. My name is Esther. Bye.